Hey you guys, welcome back to Old Bay Budgets, formerly known as Jami Budgets, but you can still call me Jami. Today we are going to be cash stuffing our first week of this new pay period, as I did get paid yesterday. So we're going to go ahead and stuff my wallet for the first week. And let's get into this video. Hey you guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be cash stuffing my wallet only, and we're going to go ahead and give this a quick cash count. Okay, so today we're going to be cash stuffing $360. I know we've just counted $370, but you guys are going to see what I do with that extra 10 here in this pile. So before I get started, we are going to go ahead and see what I have left over in my last week's pay period. So how is everything going for this month? As we all know, the government has reopened, and from what I've heard, some of the federal employees, you guys are receiving like not the 100% of your paycheck, but I think you're receiving like, I forgot the percentage, but I believe you guys were getting some type of back pay. But I'm not totally sure. I'm just going off what I've seen on social media. But how are you guys holding up? Are you guys doing okay? Has cash stuffing helped you in any way during that time period of the government being shut down? Yeah, just let me know in the comments, and let's chit chat. So what we have left over, household is empty. Groceries we have, and we're going to count the total at the end, but in the meantime, groceries have 42. Personal has 13. Gas has 20. Dining out is empty. Family has 1. And miscellaneous is empty. So, in total, we have, let me organize this really quick. So, in total, we have left over is 20, 40, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $76. And this money right here, I'm also going to add that extra 10 that I counted. So in total, that is $86. And this will be going towards my Marvelous Monday Saving Challenges. So stay tuned for that. Well, I'll put this in the bag so I don't touch it. So now we can go ahead and get started with stuffing my wallet for the first week. And household will be getting 25, and that's a 20 and a 5. So some of these categories I did have to budget a little less this pay period. Because what happened? So, you know what? I'm not going to share it in this video because it's kind of a part of my debt confession. it's kind of in relation to my debt confession. I did a few videos back. But yeah, what had happened affected this pay period, so I'll have to budget less. But we're going to make this amount works. But I say works, I meant work, okay? So groceries is going to get its normal $200. This budget I don't touch at all. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in total, this should be 200. And it has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 170, 180, 85, 90, 95, 200. And I did want to share a tip with you guys, but let me go ahead and get through this portion first. But groceries has 200 for the week. Personal is only going to be getting 15. So a 10 and a 5. Gas is going to be getting 50, just 2 20s and 2 5s. This go around, y'all, the bank gave me some horrible bills, okay? But it's okay because most of this money is probably gonna get spent anyway. Or at least the bad bills. But gas got 50. Dining out is going to be getting 40, which is going to be, what did I do that as? 120, 110, and 2 5s. There we go. 20, 35, 40. And then family is going to get 25. And then as you can see, miscellaneous is going to be getting 5. So that is all for my cash wallet. But I wanted to share this part of my budget. So yes, I do budget $200 a week, but to make sure that I don't go over my spending limit, what I do is I count how many days is in the pay period between the first and second week. And then if it's not an even number, like if it's not 14 days or 12 days, depending if the payday ends on a weekend, it would typically be like it wouldn't be the full 14 days. But for this pay period, it is 15 days. So what I did is I am going to split that 15 days in half. So that means 1 week I'll budget for 8 days, and then the second week I'll budget for 7 days, which is what I'm doing for this week. I am budgeting for 8 days, and with that, this is really pertaining to groceries. So when I go grocery shopping, I don't see all of this. So as you all know, I put 200 into the envelope, right? And then because I'm budgeting for 8 days this week, I divide that by 8. And then when I go to the grocery store, I make sure that I only spend $25 in that day, like for 1 day. Like, so in other words, $25 is my spending a limit for groceries for 1 day. And let's say I don't spend all of it. Let's just say I go to the store and I buy something that was like $17. So I have $8 remaining. What I do is I keep that $8 in my envelope and I add the next day's budget. So in total, so for that next day, I'll have $33 to spend instead of that 25. I don't take that $8 out. I just leave it in there and roll it to the next day. But yeah, that's how I do that. So when I go into the grocery store, I'm not seeing all of this, because you know, when you're hungry and you go into the store and you see that you got money, yeah, you are bound to spend a little more than you expected. Or you probably just pull out your credit card, which I know some of you might be like a card swiper. So that is how I do it. Of course, I have some receipts here, which I'm going to scan into my Fetch. So I'll put that aside. And I also upload a picture of my reference code in case you guys end up joining from this video, which I'll post it here in the video up in the corner. And of course, I also have coins as well. Get my coin jar. This thing is getting heavy. Look. It's kind of like almost halfway, I guess. But as we get closer to the end of the year, I'm going to go ahead and cash out on the coins. And then I'm also going to be pulling out everything I have in my saving challenges. So I'm so excited to see what that total will be. So let me get all of my coins. I try to get rid of my coins. But I still end up with a lot at the end, because I rolled the coins over from the first week into my second week. But yeah, I'm always having a lot of coins. So I'm hoping that I get to fill this jar up by the end of the year. But we'll see. But yeah, that completes my cash stuffing for my cash wallet. And I kind of gave you guys a little insider of how I do my budget with my groceries. And then you also see how much I am going to be putting towards my Marvelous Monday saving challenges, which I will be posting on Monday. So stay on the lookout for that. But yeah, if you made it this far, please leave me a orange heart emoji. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.